Hello viewers, welcome to Voice for Public Sector. Today we are going to discuss about the recent hike in telecom industries, that is Airtel, Vodafone and Jio. Today we have with us Comrade Chellappa, All India General Secretary, Assistant General Secretary, BSNL Employees Union with us. Welcome, Comrade.
Welcome, yes, comrade.
As you know, recently all the three major telecom players, major private telecom operators have increased the tariff of the voice charges, data charges and everything to the extent of 25%. It seems to be very high actually. What is your opinion on this?
Yes. Actually, the three telecom operators, all of a sudden they have increased. Airtel increased for 21%, Reliance Jio 20%, and Vodafone increased 25%. What is the reason behind it? We have to see that. In telecom sector, there is a problem happened for the past 5 years. There is a cutthroat competition, I can say. These telecom operators, they formed a cartel and they have reduced the rates to the extent of zero, I can say. In 2016, Reliance Jio entered and it has announced that everything is free. They told all the incoming, outgoing calls are free and data are free, everything free they have introduced in 2016. You can remember very well, Reliance Jio introduced that, it said that it is for introductory offer. In India has got a rule, especially Telecom Regulatory Authority of India introduced a rule that any free should not exceed more than 3 months. But Reliance Jio exceeded 3 months. They gave October, November, December in 2016 3 months free, and again as a new year offer they have introduced again 3 months. They have extended this free mela, January, February and March. This is against the law. But the government, I can say, this government is for pro-corporates. So that is the problem. They did not take action against Reliance Jio. So everything became free. I would like to tell an example. What is this free means? Throughout the world, the phenomenon is called predatory pricing. I would like to explain what is predatory pricing. See, this is a pen. Cost of the pen to manufacture this pen is ₹10. Any company will put 2 rupees extra, they will add 2 rupees and they will sell it for 12 rupees. That is the worldwide phenomena. But one company enters in the competition and it says that even though cost comes 10 rupees, it will give it for 5 rupees. Then other companies could not sustain in the market. What they will do? They will try to reduce and give it for 5 rupees, but they cannot sustain. Only one company will sustain, other companies they have to close down the business. This is called predatory pricing. Throughout the world, this phenomenon is not encouraged. But in India, Reliance Jio followed this predatory pricing. Rather, I can say they started free pricing. Everything free they have introduced. So there is no other alternative for Vodafone or Airtel or BSNL. So they have also reduced it. You may ask a question, how these companies are giving free to all their subscribers. In mobile sector in India, there are 110 crores of mobile is working in India. BSNL has got only the market share of 10%. 90% market share these three telecom operators are having, but they are giving free. How they are giving free? I will tell one excellent example for this. They are not spending money from their pocket. For an example, Reliance Jio got 3 lakh crores rupees from the nationalized bank. You please underline my words, nationalized bank. They are not getting loans from ICICI or HDFC or any other private banks. They are looting, they are getting money from the nationalized banks. Reliance Jio has got 3 lakh crore loan. Vodafone has got 2.25 lakh crore loan. Airtel has got 2 lakh crore rupees loan. So they are getting money from the banks and they are giving free. Point number 2, They can give free also. Not only that, they have got huge debt one side, and another side they cannot run the business. Last year, they went to government. They have to pay one revenue to the government, what is called adjusted gross revenue, that they are due to the government, and these three private operators, they have to pay to the government. That amount, that comes around 1.5 lakh crores of rupees. Especially Vodafone met our government of India, and they asked for exemption. Airtel asked for exemption, and Reliance Jio also asked for exemption. Government said no. Then they went to Supreme Court. We cannot do business. So they wanted to get an exemption for AGR. You know, you can see very well. You can see very well in paper and TV also. That is what is called AGR. This has come. But in the Supreme Court also denied their request. It is not possible, they said. But what happened? Again, they went to Government of India. They want an exemption from that. Government, after Supreme Court rejection, they gave exemption. That is called moratorium. For 4 years, they need not pay anything. They need not pay anything at all to the government. So they got exemption from the government dues also. One more thing, they got loan from the Government of India. So they are well off now. So they gave free to the subscribers. Now the situation has come. They cannot continue like this. So they have increased the rate. That enormous increase they have done. In Airtel, I understand 599 rupees scheme, prepaid scheme, has gone to 719 rupees. It is a huge increase. All the private operators, they have increased now. It is put on the head of the common man, and they are all suffering.
Comrade, you were telling about the free voice charges, data charges, everything. As far as data is concerned, now even a LKG child is using the data.
Yes.
A LKG child work from home and IT. So everywhere it is being used now. And why they have increased data also now?
It's a good question, comrade. Yeah. I would like to say, in the world, no other country is giving data as a free product. For an example, if you go to US, you have to pay 300 rupees for 1 GB. If you use 1 GB, you have to pay 300 rupees. If you go to London, you have to pay 220 rupees. This is the actual phenomenon continues in the world. But in India, they are giving free. How they are giving free? This is the question. See, now they have increased. Why they have increased? Because the demand is more. As you said, LKG student is going to, is continuously using this data. And college students and work from home, all these things come together. Now the demand is more. When the demand is more, naturally the business people will increase the tariff. I'm sorry. They have increased the data charges now.
What about BSNL now? Will BSNL also increase the tariff?
No, these private operators are concentrating only on profit, but BSNL is a public sector. But I can say BSNL will increase the tariff also. They cannot sustain, but not this much. This 25%, 20%. We expect that BSNL will not do that mistake. Number one. Number two, why these private operators are increasing? All of a sudden, that I have explained. Another thing, if BSNL is not in the competition, then they will increase more. Their intention is to isolate BSNL. They wanted to isolate BSNL so that in the competition, these three telecom operators can make a cartel and they will try to increase. I can boldly say, because BSNL is a public sector, it is in the market. That is why the three telecom operators, private operators, could not increase the tariff also, number one. And number two, what about BSNL situation? See, I would like to explain in a minute. BSNL is also facing crisis. It is why BSNL is facing crisis? Because of the government policy. The government policy is pro-corporates. Rather, I can say it's a chronic capitalism. They are using, you know what do you know? You know very well what is chronic capitalism. Government and the corporates, they are having a nexus. That is why they are doing all. They are giving all concession to the corporates, but they are not giving concession to BSNL. I would like to say BSNL's loan is only 30,000 crores. But government has to pay to BSNL due to so many aspects. For one aspect is giving rural telephony. Government assured us that they will give money to us. Like that, government is due to BSNL is 39,000 crores. For the past 3 years, we are demanding, but they are not giving. Number one. Number two. Number three. In the telecom sector, only 4 telecom operators are fighting with each other. All the 3 private telecom operators are having 4G. But BSNL could not provide 4G even now. Why the government is not allotting? You must understand, to give a 4G connection, you need 3 aspects. Number 1, spectrum has to be allotted. Number 2, equipment has to be purchased and installed. Number 3, towers have to be erected. Reliance Jio, on introduction itself, they came with 4G in 2016. In 2015, Vodafone Airtel, they have introduced 4G. BSNL could not do it. You will not believe me, we have mobilized 50 lakh signatures from the public and we gave it to Prime Minister office. Nothing has been done. We went on strike for 3 years continuously, demanding 4G spectrum. They did not give. After so many struggles, government allotted 4G spectrum in 2019 October. But afterwards, we have to purchase equipment. Then, usually, all the 3 telecom private operators purchased equipment only from the foreign countries. BSNL floated tender to get the equipment. But the Prime Minister office put an hurdle. They told that BSNL has to purchase equipment only from Indian manufacturer. To our surprise, no Indian manufacturer made 4G equipment at all. So again it is delayed. Finally, now TCS has come. They have started their business in making 4G equipment. Now they have assured us within a span of 1 year, they will prepare 4G equipment. And also, 1 lakh towers has to be erected throughout the country. The government again gave a rescue to the TCS. They told that for the cost of erection of 1 lakh towers, that's 4G towers, the government gave assurance that it will reimburse the amount to the TCS. And finally, BSNL also is in struggle. We understand we are on loss. Because of the government policy, they have sent 80,000 employees out from BSNL. That is in the way of voluntary retirement scheme. 80,000 employees went out. And they have reduced contract laborers also. Previously, 1 lakh contract laborers were working. Now, only 50,000 contract laborers were working. Manpower reduction is very heavy in BSNL. But even then, we are fighting. We still believe that if we get 4G, then BSNL will survive. Number 2, finally, I will like to say, BSNL has got asset of 4 lakh crores. Moreover, BSNL has got a optic fiber. We have got optic fiber. 7 lakh route kilometer we have laid optic fiber in the country. And we are number 1. Airtel, Vodafone, Reliance Jio could not touch us. This optic fiber, we are connection to the home, fiber to the home. We are number 1. We are leading in the market. To quote one more example, we have, BSNL, what is BSNL? BSNL has laid a optic fiber cable below the sea from Chennai to Andaman. No other private operator cannot do it, but BSNL did it. But do you know what happened? After laying, the first beneficiary is in Andaman is Airtel, not the BSNL. So BSNL will do all the job according to the government's instruction, because it's a public sector, it's a service oriented. Private will come and grab it. But even then, I assure you, BSNL will give best service to the public once it gets 4G service.
Yes, comrade. When BSNL is so much equipped and capable of doing, why government is not supporting BSNL? What is the policy behind it?
It's a very good question, comrade. The government is following pro-corporate policy. Government openly says that government has no business to do business. This is the policy they are following it. For an example, they are privatizing all the public sectors. Even profit earned public sectors are being sold now because of the government policy. LIC started with 5 crores. They are giving for the public 30 lakh crores of rupees for 5-year plan, 5-year plans. Now they are selling they are selling LIC. They are selling railways. They are selling airports. They are selling oil insurance companies, whatnot. So the government policy is to give it to the corporates. The public sectors are being dismantled by the government of India. This is the policy they are following. That is why they are not supporting BSNL. Their intention is to kill BSNL. They wanted to kill BSNL because these private operators, they are going to the government and they are saying that they wanted to grab BSNL. When BSNL is not there, it is easy for them to expand, to increase the tariff and everything. They will become the monopoly. They wanted to become the monopoly. It is very astonishing to find out that because of Indian government policy, they have sold Air India to their Tata. Now Indian government does not have even a single airline. Is it not shame on us? It's a very big country, but we don't have even a single plane. Like that, a situation will come. They wanted to do privatize. But I will tell you one example. All the trade unions, they are opposing. They say that we will not allow the government to dismantle public sector, including the general insurance companies. They are fighting hotly now. LIC is fighting. Bank employees went on strike 2 days before. For 2 days strike, they went on. All the other public sectors also continuously they are going on struggle. They are opposing it. The farmers shown the path of fighting, how to fight with the government. They have shown us a path. So we have decided on February 23rd and 24th, whole nation, whole public sector, state governments and even the workers, peasant workers, everybody, they are going on strike to oppose the government policies, these pro-corporate policies. We expect that nearly more than 10 crores of people will participate in the strike. And World Federation of Trade Union, they gave a call now that during Indian strike, they will support throughout the world. They will conduct demonstration throughout the world. So the phenomenon is to oppose the government policy to save India and save public sectors.
On behalf of Voice for Public Sector, we thank you for your detailed information about the telecom industry. Thank you, comrade.
Thank you very much, comrade. I would like to thank the Voice for Public Sector, who is doing a wonderful job of collecting information and giving to the public. I would like to make a demand to the public that please support the general strike on February 23rd and 24th. Because the nation is going on strike, the public sectors are public's wealth. They should understand and they should support the strike also. This is my humble request to the public. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, comrade.